On today's edition of Cosmo Times.
It is that time to check out this year's Valentine's Day in our favorite cosmopolitan cities.
From Keys Chocolate in New York City to a romantic cruise in LA.
To checking out some of the best roast shops in Shanghai.
Hello, welcome to this week's Valentine's Day episode of Cosmo Times.
Don't you just love it?
Hey, Christine. Where's Nancy?
Oh, just filling in for the day.
Oh, I see. So, what you doing for Valentine's Day?
I'm not religious. I don't celebrate it.
Not religious? Oh, I get it. No date, huh?
No, I just don't celebrate Christian holidays. I'd rather be on a plane going to Thailand.
Okay.
Shall we go to this week's Word on the Street?
Oh, yes, of course. Our question today is, what is your dream Valentine's Day dinner?
It's getting to be that time of year again where everyone's looking for that ideal spouse to spend their Valentine's Day with. In my opinion, the most romantic and most important part of Valentine's Day is the dinner. Today, I took to the streets to ask New Yorkers what they consider is their ideal Valentine's Day dinner. What is your ideal Valentine's Day dinner?
My ideal Valentine's Day dinner consists of a nice bottle of red wine, maybe some steak, candlelit, nice dark red lit room.
And how about yourself?
Pretty much the same. Comes with a flower though.
You would need flowers.
And a flower.
A dinner with my loved one.
And that's it?
That's it.
That's all you need?
That's all I need. I don't care what the food is like. But I mean, I do, but that's of secondary importance.
I agree with him and would go with him anywhere he wanted to go.
Italian, anyway, I suppose, yeah. Here in New York, because we're on holidays, yeah.
Right.
Just to go out to a restaurant.
What kind of food would you like at this restaurant?
Burgers.
Burgers, really?
Yeah.
Like big, fat, juicy burgers or like gourmet burgers?
Just a steak burger. Maybe someplace a little more fancy and really good food. Yeah.
So like an upscale restaurant?
Yeah, maybe a smaller restaurant with not that many people. Yeah, I would say that.
And what type of food would you like at the restaurant?
Meat.
Big steak, probably.
So big steak at home or at a restaurant?
At home.
You'd say at home, because you don't want to go out to a restaurant.
No, my wife is a good cook.
Oh, really? The carnivores of New York have spoken. When it comes to an ideal Valentine's Day dinner, give them red wine, a nice piece of meat, and a nice fancy restaurant, and they're happy. When it comes to me, I'm all about the red wine and the nice meat, but I'd much rather enjoy it at my own home. I'm Alex Farley in New York. Let's turn to Melbourne.
Hello from Melbourne, where there is love in the air. Yes, it's that time of year for lovers or perhaps those looking for love. So let's go for a wander around the streets of Melbourne and find out what people here would name as their perfect Valentine's dinner.
Just normal going out. Yeah, that's it.
Most important is to spend the one you love and have some place that we both like, so something that we commonly like, so that's what's most important. So yeah.
My dream Valentine's dinner would be up in the mountains, not in Melbourne, but somewhere far away, a lot of nature around. That would be my favorite Valentine's dinner.
Nothing too fancy, keep it simple. Takeaway's good. Takeaway's always good, like a pizza, something like that, yeah.
Probably a very olden day boat on a river, nice candlelit dinner, something like that, a bit more fancy.
Somewhere at the beach maybe, and with a babysitter for children so I can enjoy Valentine's with my husband.
Well, it'll have to be lobster. excellent.
But where? Gee, up there would be nice.
Up high up in the tower? Yeah. Good view of the city.
Yeah.
Good lobster, good wine perhaps?
Yeah.
My dream Valentine's dinner would probably be to take a girl out to probably a nice expensive restaurant, probably a nice walk after that, then spoil her, I guess.
Well, I'm not much on Valentine's, not really on Valentine's Day. I suppose maybe crayfish or seafood, maybe, followed by pavlova.
It's a homemade dinner, yeah, with my partner.
And what would you be cooking?
Black pepper chicken chop.
Yeah.
A dream Valentine's dinner, something involving seafood.
Something with chocolate.
Eiffel Tower, Paris, with 3 dozens of roses.
So seafood is the pick for Valentine's Day here in Melbourne, but you might have it at home or you might go out to a fancy restaurant. It seems people have mixed ideas.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Yes, it's that time of the year where everyone's getting together for that romantic dinner. So our question for this week's Word on the Street is, what is your dream Valentine's Day dinner? Let's go find out.
如果说是情人节的话，我一般会选择就是自己亲自下厨吧，然后跟女朋友在家里吃一顿。
两人在一起开心，我觉得每一天都是情人节，更喜欢就是亲手为她做一顿晚餐。
就是摆很多蜡烛啊，还有鲜花，然后到处都撒满花瓣啊，然后就是没有去过的地方，然后这样子就是有很多很多激情，一个接着一个等着我，然后就很开心。
自己去找一幢房子，然后自己去 DIY 比较好嘛，两个人一起买好食材自己去做。
做一些我家乡的菜，然后做一些他家乡的菜，不需要特别精致，就跟我坐在一起吃饭聊聊天。
两个人去菜场买完菜，自己回来两个人做，做完两个人一起吃，一起谈以前的一些经历啊什么的。
巧克力所装饰的一些比较有新意的东西吧。
和男朋友一起就是做一顿饭就行了，我觉得就是这样比较温馨一点。
梦想中的情人节晚餐的话，应该是跟自己另一半吧，能够找一个地方有很多蜡烛啊，然后靠近海边啊，可以随便聊一聊，大家多晚都无所谓的。
一起吃个烛光晚餐，或者是相对浪漫一点的，去看场电影，或者去散个步什么的。
共同亲手去营造这样一份晚餐，那会显得非常有浪漫的气息，也不一定是说吃一顿大餐怎么样。
Well, it looks like when it comes to Valentine's dinners, there are tons of ways to turn up the romance. For me personally, it's not where you're having dinner, it's who you're having dinner with. Because if you're having dinner with the love of your life, anywhere can be romantic. This is Christine for Shanghai Word on the Street.
So it looks like New York is like hearty meals, like steaks and burgers.
And Shanghai's all about those romantic candlelight dinners.
And people in Melbourne love their seafood dinners.
You know, I had a romantic seafood dinner once.
Oh yeah? And?
Let's just say curry crab is not the most romantic dinner to have on a first date.
Let me guess. You got curry all over the place.
No, I just thought it was really funny trying to be all elegant and romantic with something that is clearly not.
Okay. Well, next time I will try hairy crab. Now that's romantic.
What's so romantic about hairy crabs?
You have a point there. I guess it's not that romantic.
No.
Cosmo time.
Want to find out more about today's episode?
Well, don't you move a muscle, because when we come back,
we will go to New York and find out how to make your own chocolate.
And then to the Queen Mary's Valentine's package in LA.
Cosmo time. Cosmo time.
Welcome back. So Dash, do you have anything planned for Valentine's Day?
You know me. I'm Dash the man.
Really? Sounds like you're going to be quite busy then.
Yep, I got something very special planned.
Any dates?
You know me. I'm Dash the ladies man.
So what's her name?
Name? Yolanda.
You mean Yolanda?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, sounds like the sure thing.
Yep, it sure is. Anyway, let's check out this week's New York City search.
Good to the last bite. Who needs a boyfriend when I've got both of these?
Before you get shot with Cupid's arrow this Valentine's Day, you need to feel
a bit of sweetness, okay? No matter how you put it, I think people will enjoy just the flavor itself. It's not so much a flavor, it's the chocolate.
Thinking how to spread the most love this Valentine's Day? Well, it all starts in a box. I'm here at Key's Chocolate. Let's go check it out.
When you step into Key's Chocolates around Valentine's Day, love isn't the only thing in the air. The aroma of rich, decadent chocolate hits you like Cupid's arrow. For owner Key Ling Tong, her love affair with chocolate has spanned decades, but she waited years to make it official.
I interned when I was 16 in a corporate world, and for 15 years I worked in Wall Street. One thing led to another. I just decided to make chocolate just because, you know, I've tried everything else, it didn't work. So, you know, chocolate, I love the smell of it, the texture of it, and, you know, just kind of came together.
For a romantic day, consumers around the country are stocking up on the sweet stuff. Chocolate and candy sales profits hit close to $2 billion for Valentine's Day. At Key's, customers are reaching for flavors that are good for celebration and health.
The most popular ones for Valentine's is passion fruit and black rose. You know, I think a lot of people enjoy dark chocolate more, and, you know, health-wise, it's actually better too. It lowers the blood pressure, and it has a bit of antioxidant, so why not?
All of the chocolates at Key's are made by hand, but that's not the only reason people are racing through the doors.
Well, that's why, hence the 48 flavors.
Yes,
yes. So they could choose and pick their own. I think the key ingredient, or key,
key ingredient,
exactly, no pun intended, is that it is fresh, done every single day, 1 week at most. The creme brulee, and that's a signature piece, only lasts for 2 days. Chocolate bars that would last maybe a month or so, it's all about freshness. We have different flavored bars. There is over, I think, 17 flavors. Yeah.
All right, Key. Now, it's time to go back into the kitchen. I've never been so excited to get my hands on some chocolate. Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Key, this is a really nice break from my winter gloves. I'll give them some time off now. The dessert doctor is in the house.
Here's the ganache. Dig with your fingers. You're gonna make a little ball. Make it as round as possible. You wanna try?
Yeah. And this is also fun. I mean, if you're making these at home, you can do this with your significant other too, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Make a day of it.
Mm-hmm. Rolling, 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 ride. Okay.
So, we have one here.
Okay.
We have one.
Yep.
Going. Okay.
Got my pebble.
All right. That's gonna be yours.
There we have it.
Okay.
We have our ganache rolled into, well, yours are more balls, mine are kind of pebble looking, but that's okay. Where do we go next, Key?
So we're gonna put this aside. Let it set for maybe about 15-20 minutes, and we are going to pipe the passion fruit now. So I'm gonna pipe one, and you're gonna pipe the rest. How's that?
Sounds like a plan. Here we go. I hope this won't be too hard. Okay.
Looks good, right?
Looks great, yeah.
So now we're ready to put in the fridge.
I had so much fun in the kitchen. It feels and smells amazing to be surrounded by chocolate. I had a hard time rolling the truffles, but not eating them.
Key, these chocolates look amazing.
They taste better than they look.
Okay, I'll take your, I'm not just gonna take your word on that, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so smooth. The passion fruit is a nice flavor. It's not overwhelming, and the richness of the chocolate. I mean, it really is a home run.
And you helped.
Oh, yes, I did. Whoop, whoop. Oh, if this is an indicator of how sweet my Valentine's Day is, it's going to be pretty darn sweet. Thank you so much for showing me around today,
No,
Keith.
no problem. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Reporting from New York, I'm Christy Clemens.
Wow, a romantic cruise in Long Beach. Fancy.
Yep, it's quite the lover's getaway.
Just a shame that you're not going to go on any romantic cruises. Since you don't, I'm sorry. But who doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day?
No, I do appreciate. I just don't think romance should be confined in a specific date.
Well, I'm glad it's just one day of the year, because if it's every day, I'll be so busy. You know me, ladies.
You don't have a date, do you?
Let's go to LA.
Where there is true love, there is always happiness and romance. Today I'm gonna take you here to the Queen Mary, which has long been considered as the most romantic spot in Long Beach. Let's go and check out how it feels like to spend Valentine's Day on the sea with your significant other. A couple are coming here for their to celebrate their Valentine's Day. What do you provide for them here?
We have a special Valentine's Day package in our hotel. They will check in, and when they get into their cabin, their suite, there will be a bottle of champagne waiting for them and a plate of chocolate-covered strawberries. All of our rooms in our hotel have been created from the first-class suites and the first-class staterooms from when the Queen Mary was sailing as a luxury liner. So they have been kept as original as possible. So you really get the feeling of what it was like to be aboard an ocean liner in the golden days of ocean travel. We have 3 restaurants that have special Valentine's Day menus prepared. They can come here to Sir Winston's, which is our 5-star award-winning restaurant here at the aft end of the ship on Sports Deck. Our menus are all very healthy and heart-oriented for the Valentine Day. There are exhibits going on. The Princess Diana exhibit will be open. That's very romantic. Probably the greatest highlight of the exhibit are the Princess Diana dresses. We have 19 of her gowns on display. It is the largest amount of Diana gowns seen by the public in any one place at any given time. Queen Mary is one of the most romantic places in the world. She truly is an international historic treasure. Many people sailed on her for their honeymoon. It's a lot of romance to the history of this ship. She also carried 25% of all the service dependents who came to the United States after the end of World War II. These were the war brides and their babies who were coming to join their American and Canadian husbands and fathers on the North American continent. This is old school, first class, unsurpassed service. And that's the kind of service that the Queen Mary became famous for. She carried 2,000 passengers and 1,200 crew members per crossing. So that's almost 1 crew member for every 2 passengers. They started building her in 1930. This was in the middle of the Depression. She was launched in 1934, and she set sail on her maiden voyage May 27, 1936. She was a British ship commissioned by the British government. It was the Cunard Line at the time that was responsible for having her built.
With stunning ocean and skyline views as well as delicious cuisine, there's no better place to celebrate Valentine's Day than aboard the Queen Mary. I'm Shari, reporting from Los Angeles.
time to take that break again.
But when we come back, we'll check out some rose shops in town.
Right here in our Shanghai City Search.
Cosmo time. Cosmo time.
Welcome back.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
What are you going on about again?
Oh, I've decided to open my own Love is in the Air Valentine's Day company.
What did you just say?
You heard me. It's my new business plan.
Sounds like it's gonna make a lot of sense.
Of course it's gonna make a lot of sense. I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Why don't we just go to Shanghai City Search and ignore what you just said?
With February on the way, Valentine's Day is in the air. That means romance is coming back in a big way, with boys out looking for that special way to spend the day with their love. And sure, flowers are good, but if you're looking to get a bit more creative, here are a few more ideas. The emergency rose. Sometimes you really just wish you had flowers to give to your special somebody. And thankfully, Paris, the world's most romantic city, has the emergency rose. But Paris is far, and we live in Shanghai. No worries there, because the idea is on the way to the city. Florist Zheng Li is one of the organizers, and she's entirely devoted to the cause.
刚好有一天跟朋友在一个喝咖啡的下午，然后聊到说巴黎有一个应季玫瑰，巴黎的街头这样的一个应季玫瑰，它的含义是爱情，如遇爱情，请击碎玻璃带走玫瑰。其实中国现在目前的一个社会形态来看，我觉得我们应该更去分享这样的一个爱。那么我们就把应季玫瑰，然后把它完完全全的按照爱的传递的方式，然后把它带到中国。但是在中国，我们的定义把它定义为是传递爱、维系爱、倡导。 然后传递，告诉大家说，请多关心一下身边的人。
Last Christmas Eve, an event called Emergency Rose took place in Shanghai, attracting a lot of attention. Emergency Rose boxes appear in a few corners in Shanghai, bringing Christmas an added dose of romance.
当天是平安夜的那天，我们召集了50个在海志愿者这样子。 然后他们提前1个星期就开始来，然后帮忙准备玫瑰，然后准备盒子，然后直到平安夜那天晚上，大概是下午的时候，然后50个小伙伴们就来，然后每个人领着自己的50盒到100盒花，然后开始在每个地铁啊，或者是公共场合，然后让大家在很紧张、很节奏非常快的生活里边去发现到，我们应该给身边的朋友一个微笑，一支玫瑰。
So next time you want to express your love to someone and you're not quite prepared, don't worry, the emergency rose is ready to help. Preserved flowers. One of the problems with roses is that they eventually wilt, but you can also get preserved roses that last forever and look pretty awesome.
永生花呢，实际上它是可以放长久的，2到3年，一种不会凋谢的。它是一种德国的技术，通过脱水啊和干燥这种复杂的工序，永生花也是鲜花的一种。它是只不过是在它盛开的时候最美的绽放时候呢，把它保留下来了。它因为经过了脱水的处理，所以平时保养的时候不要太干燥。 还有呢，如果有脏的灰呢，有灰尘了呢，只要用冷风机吹一下就可以了。
Plus, the flower boxes are pretty romantic themselves.
有款就是小宝贝，它里面是一个躺着一个可爱的小熊，送给父母啊，送给小孩都可以。这款呢是芳香蜡杯永生花，是用大红色的比较吉利，上面用了我们的乒乓球，团团圆圆的意思，送给爱人啊都是很好的礼物。 这款呢就是我们的永生迷宫花盒，它里面用了是奥斯汀玫瑰，是双层的，旁边的绣球呢是寓意着幸福美满， 这个呢是我们韩剧里面一直看到的兔耳朵，这个叶子它也是做了脱水处理，也是永生花，摸上去一种毛茸茸的感觉。它是以粉红色和紫色，比较浪漫。我们的盒子也是丝绒材质的，送给女朋友啊是最好的礼物了。
Last year, actress Gao Yuanyuan and actor Mark Zhao got married with a cute wedding bouquet called the Spring Waterfall.
这样灵感呢，实际上是高圆圆自己在看杂志的时候，她看到一束新娘拿的一束花，很纤细，像瀑布一样流下来的花。这一束花呢，是我们一个韩国花艺师纯手工的，做了10几个小时，每片花瓣牵丝慢慢的烙出来，体现了她那种少女的情怀吧。
It was a good example of preserved roses helping to seal the deal. The one and only rose. Roses have long since been considered symbols of love, and let's face it, no one doesn't like getting a rose. These rose boxes come equipped with QR codes, which look like they're ID cards. So you can get your rose and scan something while you're at it. But whether it's preserved flower or the emergency rose, as long as you're expressing real love to one another, your love will last forever.
Cosmo Time.
Can't seem to get enough of Cosmo Times today?
Well, don't you change that channel?
Because just after the break, it's time for some creative source.
Bringing you the latest in entertainment news.
Cosmo Time. Cosmo Time.
Welcome back. So it looks like the rose business is where it's at.
No, Valentine's Day is all about those lovey-dovey cards. It's what you write that gets the love flowing.
Really?
Well, I think I have some inspiration for a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Let's get creative.
For a creative source?
Hey, that's my line.
As a kid, I was a huge cake eater, but as I grew up, I got tired of it because really how many of those cakes were so creatively designed? But today, we're actually going to see a truly creative cake studio where you're going to see designs and cakes that you would never even think about. Let's go! Hi, Minty! Hi, welcome, Cici!
One of the most hit cake makers in Shanghai, Minty Chiu makes cake designs unlike any of those everyday birthday cake garnish. Her designs range from plants in the real world to hugely popular characters in the world of video games and movies.
So, here with us today is Minty Chiu, owner of Sugar Art. Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. Minty, 我发现你的工作室里面有很多很奇妙的小蛋糕，我还看到植物大战僵尸。这整个工作室它都是你自己设计的？当然是我设计的。OK， 那你带我参观一下吧。好，没问题。走。
Minty shows me around her display table, where I see tulip flowers, orchid petals, peony blossoms, lotus, magnolias, and all the fancy schmancy, all handmade with sugar and cream. And then we come to Minty's workspace, where the spatulas and high-speed turbo blenders make possible Minty's designs. Certainly, Minty injects sweetness into the studio itself. As I get increasingly bedazzled, I want to find out even more.
那Minty啊，我们今天的主题是创意甜品。那你对于创意甜品是怎么理解的呢？
其实创意甜品就是主要是一个创意，但是创意的来源是倾听。那可能你要根据客人的诉求，比如说他的婚礼主题是一个什么，就是他们相识、相遇、相知，可能是一个两个音乐学院的人，那可能我会为他们打造一场全部是音乐元素的甜品桌。那或者是有什么宝宝生日，那宝宝的名字里边找一些灵感，然后来配合，就是从中提取元素来做一个甜品桌。那另外就是或者我有一个男朋友要送给女朋友一个生日蛋糕啦，那他喜欢花， 或者是喜欢芭比，那我们可能就是根据他们的意愿来定制一些比较特别的款式，然后来呈现出来，就是以甜品的方式来呈现另一种艺术的形态。
那你可不可以跟我们分享一下你做过的最奇怪的主题是什么？
最奇怪的其实是僵尸，是一个很奇怪的主题，因为大家一般提到僵尸，觉得它不是个吃的东西。但是呢，我们就是受到那个 E&A 游戏公司正规授权，那在圣诞节的时候，为他们和他们的客人定制了一套以他们那个所有僵尸形象、向日葵、豌豆射手这种形象做的一套饼干和一些杯子蛋糕，就是 cupcake。那这套出来呢，其实效果是非常好的，就是受到了很多人的欢迎，就是大家都抢着来问可以订吗？可以订吗？还有哈利波特的话也是蛮奇怪，就是比如那个围巾嘛，那我们当时可能会想到怎么用翻糖来，就是像做雕塑、做艺术一样，把它做出一个围巾的柔软的质感。那这个其实在技术上面跟我们的一个感官上面都是一个比较大的考验。
那我知道你还写过一本书是关于马卡龙的，你给我们讲一讲这个书里面的内容吧。
对，我还出过一本马卡龙的书，因为大家传统概念里的马卡龙都是一个小圆饼，五颜六色的小圆饼。那再升级一点呢，就是有不同味道的五颜六色小圆饼。但是呢，我是想把它搭配我们一年有24个节气，有4个季节。那我们搭配不同的食材，配合当季的时令，那和一些就是节日的创意，做成各种各样好玩好吃的马卡龙。那其实就是告诉你，它不仅仅只是简单的小圆饼，它更是一种浪漫元素的集合体。
哎，那我以前只做过那种很烂的曲奇，我可不可以尝试做一下创意甜品？
当然可以啦，我教你啊。
好。那我们今天要做什么呢？
今天呢，我们会做一个有羊的元素主题装饰的马卡龙，因为我们春节刚过嘛，那我们就用这个羊的元素做在这个马卡龙上面。
好的，好的。
首先呢，我们拿出这个。
And here we go. Now I should mention this is my first time making any fine dessert, so I can't be responsible if anything falls apart. Step number 1. We brush the gold color onto the half macarons. Step number 2. We squeeze the berry-colored cream into the Year of Sheep Chinese characters. Wow, I am really working hard on this. Step number 3. We pile the chantilly onto the half macaron and put them into place. Ta-da!
So, this is Minty's yang, and this is my yang. Well, I guess my yang is a little skippy, but that's okay. It was a really great experience. Thank you so much, Minty, for sharing.
也欢迎你下次再来玩。
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I guess to be creative in making desserts, all you need to do is to be creative in your mind. I'm sure Sugar Art has been a great source of inspiration today. So for more inspirations like this on lifestyle and fun, make sure you keep checking out ours where you'll find endless options and sparkles in lifestyle and fashion.
Welcome to a world of glass. Here you can interact with the work, learn about the process of actually creating glass, and even make glasswork all by yourself. And it's all for kids here at the new opening of the Shanghai Children's Glass Museum.
各种各样都是跟玻璃有关的这些装置，让小朋友通过玩来学习知识。我们这边还有一个玻璃的音乐盒，就是你在这里面可以弹钢琴。 不过出来的可都是玻璃演奏的乐曲哦。
It's definitely a great place for kids to hang out during this winter holiday.
So, Christine, you want to invest in my love is in the air Valentine's Day company?
Oh, what do you know? All good things come to an end.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's the end of today's show.
Oh, okay. Well, have a great Valentine's Day, everybody.
Ciao.
So you are investing, right?
No, why are you full of these strange ideas?
What do you mean strange? They're brilliant!
Love is in the air, Valentine's Day company? Who is going to invest in that?
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes.
No, I have a plane to catch.
No, you're investing in my company.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Just because you keep on saying that I am doesn't mean I am going to.
Well, sometimes no means yes.
No, that's just a male false illusion.
Damn it, why aren't you investing in my company?
Because it's a crazy idea.
That's it. So it looks like New Yorkers like hearty dinners. Like.
But it's not the most romantic dinner to have. Awkward. Welcome to What's her name?
What's the line again? Yeah.
He's forgetting his line.
You skipped a line.
I know I did.
Special plan.
First one is dash the man.
I'm stop laughing.
Sorry. It's okay, it's fine.
Because that looks like you're laughing. That's what that sounds like. Wow. 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 Well, I'm glad that it's just one day. I said I'm going to make a lot of money. No, that's not what I said. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
Cha-ching! Wait. So it looks like the rose business is where the business is at.